I hope everybody is doing well. I made a previous video called basically it's telling you about the next 10 bagger. And in there I basically mentioned that as oil prices are going down, the cost to store the oil is going up. And we're taking advantage of that with a 10 bagger trade. Now, if you think that's too risky or you want a lower risk trade or something along those lines, I have that for you. So right here we have ticker symbol NAT is Nordic American Tankers Limited. And this is a company that, in the simplest sense I can tell you, it's a blue chip company, very safe, large cash pile, low debt, cash flows, growing cash flows, very good company. And it's one of the biggest in the crude oil tanker space. And they very simply store crude oil. And that's really at the core, that's the core of what we're trying to play it for right here. And so as you can already see, it was up yesterday, up in the pre-market, and so even though the market was down, it was still up. And this is has a very low correlation to the market, and I'm considering this a low risk trade. Of course, you could buy calls on this. You can just buy the stock, stuff like that. But I'm trying to come with a lower risk trade right here because many people they want to do this sort of a trade, but they want to have a lower risk to it or they want to have higher asset allocation, and so they in turn need lower risk. They want to put a larger percentage of their portfolio in this trade. And so if we want to take advantage of this, take advantage of low oil prices, take advantage of the fact that storage costs for oil are up, we can go to Nordic American Tankers Limited and we can look at the options, and I'm just looking to do a plain vanilla covered call. A very simple strategy that I'm sure 99% of you guys have used. Just a plain vanilla covered call right here. So buy 100 shares of Nordic American Tankers. It's already up in the pre-market at $4. I think it's going higher. And so buy 100 shares of Nordic American Tankers. And then go ahead and go to the May 15, 2020 expiration and sell a $4 call. Right here, it has not updated. The price says $55. I think it's actually going to go very soon to $70. And so at $70, you're going to be earning a lot. And this expires in less than a month. So basically, you have the opportunity to make 15% in less than a month on a very low risk trade. I mean, this stock, in and of itself, the stock is very low risk and it's cash flows, low debt, lots of cash, so large cash pile, growing cash flows, all those good things. So it's already a low risk stock, and then you're adding on a low risk stock strategy. Covered calls are one of the lowest risk strategies out there that I can really think of. Covered calls are a great strategy because you do limit some upside, but at the same time, you make a lot of income from that, and that provides you a cushion if it actually goes against you. And this, honestly, I would say is one of the best blue chips out there. This, along with Euronav, are one of the best blue chips out there in this space, and that's why I'm using this as a high quality company. And as this trade says, as the video suggests, this is a lower risk trade. Now, so doing covered call right here, the reason that I like this is that I like the company itself, and covered calls in and of themselves, they do limit some upside, so you don't make as much, but at the same time, it's a lot less risk. And so you're able to put a larger amount of your portfolio in this. You could put 5%, 6, 7%. I think actually, I wouldn't go above 7%, but I would say you can actually put up to that amount in this trade right here. This is a very low risk trade, and these calls are very expensive. They're really being bid up by speculators, and you're able to sell it to them. And if the call does get in the money and it does get exercised, it's actually a good thing for you because you don't actually lose a penny, you make money. And so I think really, I think best case scenario, within a week you could make 15% with this trade. I'm looking more so in 3 weeks, so making 15%. Worst case scenario, the stock goes down, you roll the call down, but I find that unlikely to happen at this point. But looking to make it's a very conservative viewpoint, looking to conservatively make 15% in a month doing this trade, and that is a conservative estimate of mine. And this trade it expires in less than a month right here on May 15th, 2020. If you guys are new over here, go check out our other stuff. We have been talking about this for quite a while. Go check out the 10 bagger video if you haven't. If you are new though to trading itself, I know that most of the people here in Alpha Action are very familiar with covered calls, a simple stock strategy. If you guys are not familiar with that though, and you have questions on what in the world a covered call is, you may have not even done an options trade ever, go ahead and ask me in the comments section how this works, and I'll explain it to you, and I'll give you resources that you can go to and learn to see how all of this works. Other than that, thank you for watching. Any questions, go ahead, drop inside the comment section. As I said, if you're new to trading, new to investing, you need to learn how to do this sort of stuff, go ahead and ask me. Other than that, thank you for watching, and happy trading, happy investing.